They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Hey y'all. I'll wait for, well, everybody wants to say like I'll wait for people to get in here. I mean, you know, you can rewind on here, so that's cool. I don't like how this is. This is all cracked up. This never used to be like that. Maybe because it's been weathered, it's all slipping. But I mean, it was okay for my first set. So Bulgarians. So it's more moderate weight. It's not heavy or anything. 10 reps.
Step that way, then step this way, step that way. Step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
All right, hey y'all. What's up? Hey, I'm right here. I was taking a little breather. I did my first set. Actually, you know, I was to try the weight, and you know, if it feels like, you know, too light or too heavy, I'll just like add weight or take weight away or whatever. I wasn't supposed to turn it into like an actual set, but it felt good. I felt like it was like probably like the best weight. So I just went to 10 on one side and then I did 10 on the other side, but I didn't start the live yet. So I already did one set. I'm gonna do this like maybe like 4 times. So bear with me. I told y'all when I'm doing my lunges, my hip thrusts, and Bulgarians and stuff, it just it takes me a while. Always gotta give a disclaimer. Well, I really actually don't, but I do. I don't know if you guys were counting. I don't know if I was like 11 or 10. I feel like it was 11. All right, hey y'all. I'm gonna do the other side. I'll add like 5. Because, like I said, actually, probably could add 10. I don't really, it's like I don't really know if I want to add 10. But I mean, don't get me wrong. It's uncomfortable to struggle those last 2 reps. But again, I know that could have been, maybe it was a little bit too light because a lot of times I start to struggle on those last 2 reps. Even though I can still get it up, it just moves slower. So I'm gonna do the other side because you gotta match it. I'm gonna add 10 to each side. I know that it kind of feels like a big jump, right? But I'll check it out. I'll check it out. It's kind of moist in here, so like I said, I always wear this towel on my back so I don't have all that rusty stuff on my back. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna go up in weight. I don't know why. I'm telling you, the other side always feels easier. I mean, if anything, maybe just 5 pounds. Really? See, don't come in here starting nothing this morning. I'm gonna let you have it. What, B? I don't know. B, I'm gonna call you B. We're not doing that. I'm just let you make it. I'm not gonna cuss you out or nothing. Literally, you can see me working out. I'm not doing nothing to you. I'm not doing nothing to nobody. So I'm just not gonna argue if that's what you wanna get started here. I've only been on here for 8 minutes and you already started. So, all right. Let's change up the little angle, whatever. So, yeah, they let me show y'all. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really given y'all a tour per se, but I don't know if you guys have been here at Alpha Land. So they added these black machines right here, Prime. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna check those out. I don't know about today. Maybe Thursday. Oh, let's see. Thursday. But, you know, all the equipment out here is like mainly like white and old school type. These are like the newer school type, whatever's. You know what I mean? Well, I'm calling it new school. You know. Go check it out. They always like move stuff around. That's the thing about the gym. This gym, they do try to improve it. You know, I was watching a video. I don't know if you guys watch George Roman, Roman Empire, the owner there. He talks about the business of running gyms and then he shares on his channel what he's doing for his gym. So it's really cool. I went out there once, but you know, he just shows like they're adding pieces and like how important it is to keep your members happy. I mean, we're paying 90 some dollars. That's just me. Cause I got a contract. You got some people paying like 100, 109, you know, so I think people appreciate it. I do. They're always improving. Like you come in here and it's like something new. The only thing I don't like, sometimes they change stuff around, like the hip thrust thing, they move that, which I already told y'all. Anyways, let me do my set. Let me add 5 pounds just for the challenge. Even though I know my reps started slowing down, but I gotta keep pushing. And I already know my limits. Like I'm not gonna force it. If it's not coming up right and I feel like I'm straining, then I'll stop. You know what I mean? That's the difference. People go up and wait and then they like struggle and power through it and muscle it up and then they hurt themselves. Let's put this back a little bit. That's good. I think I got to 10. All right. So I always take my little break. I mean, for whatever reason, this side, I don't know. It just seems like maybe it's stronger because that wasn't bad. But when I get over here, this side is going to be a little shaky. I don't know. I'm already anticipating it. Hey, y'all. Okay. Just take my little break. I used to think it was weird to do that. I was like, oh, when you get off one leg, you're supposed to just go to the other one. Like, who does that? But then I was like, reading different experts and stuff. Well, even chat told me that. ChatGPT, they was like, no, take your rest. Make sure you have enough. Because it's not just the leg. You look at it like, oh, I already worked this leg. What does this leg got to do with it? But you got some stability stuff. You're breathing. That's the stuff for me that I feel like needs that time to kind of get a little bit of recovery. I mean, for what it's worth. All right. But everybody's different. I mean, I think some people can just switch on over. I'm gonna do one more because I lost track. Oh man. All right, hey y'all. All right. So the people, not the real ones. Maybe it is the real ones. If you've been on my page or you've been on my lives, like you already know what time it is. People passing through, saying little slick stuff. You just really don't understand. Because nothing, I'll just tell you this. None of what y'all are really saying is true. You know what I mean? Like, what was that comment? Oh, she'll be complaining if somebody looks at her. No, like I wouldn't. Like if you know me, you kind of know my temperament and you kind of know what I be doing. I don't even be looking at anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I be in my own little world, right? So people, they want to take little slick little jabs, whatever. It's just like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? And I promise you, if you sat on my channel or in a live for at least 5 minutes, you'd actually know what kind of person I am. But I'm not here to prove anything. So, what we got? That was not too bad, right? I mean, I don't know how it looked, but I could feel it. What y'all talking about? What's mood? Oh, thank you, Lou. Hey, Torres, Tony, Tori Tones. Tori Tones. Sorry. Tony Torres. Hey. Okay. Yeah, it's real chill. It's real chill. People just, you know, everybody's got different type of schedules and stuff. You know, some people come in here, try to get it done, and then they leave. Like I just talked to this one girl. She be here, so they open at 5, and she's like, yeah, I get here right at 5, and I gotta get out of here at 6:30. And you can still get in a good workout, you know what I mean? So I talked to her, like another guy, like just random people, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good. Oh, thank you, Stefan. I'm just catching up. Some stickies. I mean, look, I'm gonna say it again. I think, okay, I won't give you that. But the thing is, when people say something like, yesterday we were talking about camel toe, whatever, I don't really care. Like, maybe somebody be like, you should. I don't really care. Like, I think we've all seen body parts before. I'm not gonna expose it. But if you somehow see it, one wants to be like, oh, sorry, ooh, see, oh my gosh. Like, I'm not like that. That's what you understand about me. Like, I don't care. Like, and it's not that I don't care because I'm not trying to be classy or anything like that. It's just truly like, what do you want me to do about it? You want me to go and make you feel better and start like, I'm not gonna do that. So, just like this, I need some stickies. I mean, I'm not See, I'm not gonna respond to that. I'm showing y'all the equipment. If people are on it, I'm not doing anything to them personally. That's how I view it. If I'm showing y'all the gym and there's somebody on a machine, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me not. I mean, personally, it's not because I don't care about that person. It's because we're in a public place. Just same and vice versa. Look, anything I do, I don't care if it's done to me. If somebody's doing a gym tour or whatever, they're walking around and I get in the frame, what am I gonna do? Be like, you need to take me off. Why are you recording? No, I'll be like, hey, whatever. Like, right, so you're complaining, but you're behind the screen right now. Right, so anyways, so I'm just catching up, like good, bad, whatever. Somebody yesterday was like, you're just responding to the negative comments. I'm like, no, not really. I'm scrolling through, seeing which comments, just kind of like, okay, I can address this, I can address that, good, bad, whatever. Okay, Anthony. Like, you don't, look, if y'all don't like what I got going on over here, you guys can keep scrolling. That's the bottom line here. Like, I don't care. You're not gonna try to bully me off of my own live. Like, what are y'all doing? If you want to do your live how you want to do it, all you have to do is log in YouTube right now, press the little plus sign at the bottom, and go live. You're not going to come on here and tell me, okay? Because, look, I'm not going to go in right now. Less talk and more work. You don't got to tell me. Because I'm going to get my work done. Bottom line. All the weird people can get off the live now. Please exit. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all. Obviously, if I wasn't on live, me personally, of course I go faster, right? This is something I'm doing to engage with you guys. I don't know if I want to say community, but obviously, if I'm working out and having an engagement with you guys, there's going to be both. There's going to be both. I'm going to be talking and I'm going to be working out. So that's why it doesn't make sense for you to tell me, stop talking and work out. Like, you're not going to tell me that because that's not how I have it set up, right? Everybody wants to tell you how to run your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And those people can leave, right? And that's fine. It comes with the territory. If my workouts usually take 2 hours, it takes 3 hours because I'm chatting with y'all, we're having a good time, whatever. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be weird. Okay, one more. All right, y'all. I think that was it for that. Well, yeah, I know. You have some people that get it, some people don't. I mean, like I said, what I think generally, you know, when the haters come on here, whatever, take the time to educate them, or you take the time to be like, you don't know what you're talking about, or whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's like, don't be surprised if I just start flipping through y'all stuff, technically, and just like somebody else said, I'll just respond to the positive comments. I mean, that's fine and all, right? But it's just simply not true. When you see somebody trying to like down you, whatever, and you're like, bro, what are you saying? If you, I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. If you go around this gym, anybody who knows me in here, I'm putting in work, okay? So if you over here talking about, oh, you're talking, oh, she worries about who's looking at her, you're wrong. Like, so I gotta make those corrections. But anyways, let me not start off the morning this way. What's up, y'all? Okay, so I just did my Bulgarians. That's good. Well, that's what they say. Right, no, they know better. Is it cold? Well, let me tell you. Cold is one aspect, right? But I realize, like, when your adrenaline's going, everything is, look, this is all the human body. Come on, if you guys are weirded out by stuff, or, again, I don't have to keep repeating myself. I don't care about that stuff. You're not gonna bring it up to me and I'll be like, oh, we hide. You know? Okay, so let me re-whack this stuff. I listened back to my audio. I'm trying to figure out, you guys be honest, like, it doesn't sound super crispy to me. Like, you know, I'm kind of like into like, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be production level, but I do like crispy audio. But like I said, I have the noise canceling on because the music's so loud, which you probably can still hear it and stuff, right? But I was just wondering, I might play around with it. Because sometimes I feel like when you put like noise canceling on, it can like distort the regular audio because it's got to like extract it or something. So might be playing around with that. Hey. I gotta remember, what's the second movement? Cable pull-throughs. Those are good. Like, I'm almost forgetting how many I did. I feel like I did what? Yeah. I did, let me think. Has anybody been on here since I started? I didn't record the first one, right? And then I did, yeah. The second one was just at the lower weight, and then I added the 5 pounds to each side, and I did that twice. So that's 4, right? I'll be forgetting. Okay, I'm doing well. How are you? Well, thank you, Rashida. I mean, look, again, I'm not the one to toot my own horn. I'm just like saying, like, when people try to like diminish you and be like, because they're just scrolling through and they're like, oh, da 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 da. You're just like, okay, like, what are you talking about? Shoulders. So yeah, if you want to, well, I don't expect you to. Okay, no, go ahead. Well, maybe not yesterday because I tried this new machine, but then when I went home and slept on it, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go back to that machine. But for shoulders, it's gonna be dumbbell press. You know, I've been working on that. Like, I've really been like doing that at least twice a week. Dumbbell press, and then lateral raises. You know, and then I'll do some front raises. You know, in this plane right here, this range of motion. So I'll go like alternate, and then I'll do them together. And then rear delts. I'll go to the cable machine and I'll set it like kind of like in the middle, but a little bit lower than shoulders, kind of like down here. And then I'll take one, I'll come out from it. Sorry, you can't even see. And then I'll kind of come like right there. Right there, you know what I mean? With the cable. See, you gotta watch it because you see the back stuff kicking in. My bad. This back. Hold on, y'all. All right, but yeah, let me keep it moving. If you get my drift, like the cable stuff, that's what I do. It's just nothing fancy for the shoulders. And honestly, my pacing, again, I talk about my pacing. Sometimes I feel like I do go kind of slow. Sometimes. Don't get me wrong. But I don't try to rush through my workout. At the end of the day, if I know that I put in the work that I wanted to do with the effort that I wanted to put in, then I'm fine with that. I'm not going to be like, oh, I took too long. So that's kind of how I do that, because I know a lot of people, they just, where am I going? I'll go right here. You know what I mean? A lot of people, either they're under a time crunch or they're rushing out of here, which is fine. Everybody's different. And so they have to go fast. Let me throw this. So I'm gonna do the cable pull-throughs. They keep doing this weird thing. Remember yesterday I was telling you guys, like, the genres, they just playing all types of genres. It's kind of throwing me off. But here's the thing. This is how I've been getting myself hyped lately. Like I said, when I'm not recording, I listen to my own stuff. I'm heavy on Boss Man D-Lo. I don't know. I don't know why people don't like him. But I'm on my way here. Like, I just have my headphones. I have Boss Man playing or whatever. Just give me hype. So I got my little fix. Let me know who else y'all like, though. I'm kind of picky, though. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, am I missing out on people? Like I said, I was late to Young Nudie. Like, I was like, where have I been? But I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a huge music person per se, but I listen to music while I'm working out. Well, I do, how do I put it? I'm just warming up here. When I say I'm not a big music person, it just means like, I'm not a music head per se, like I have to like have all the songs downloaded and all that, there's just levels. But no, I do like music. I listen to music like every day, doing something, whether I'm in the car or like whatever, So, but I say that to say like, I don't know all the new artists, all the new whatevers all the time. Thank you. Hey, I was gonna bring it up, but Oh, you have? Yeah, yeah. These are pretty good. Like I've been doing these for a little while now. Sometimes if I go too heavy, I like start leaning and like it gets weird. But did you guys see? Not to make it too heavy, but I was just looking at it last night. Like, or we can talk about news and stuff like current events, whatever. I mean, I don't care. But did you guys see about that plane crash or whatever? I think it was in New York. I don't know. I mean, I didn't spend too much time on it last night because I was getting tired. But like, it just was crazy. Like they were playing the little air traffic control stuff, and the guy was like, the fire truck could go. But then what blew me about that was like, if you're on the ground, you can see, a fire truck can see out of their windows. So if you see a plane landing on the runway, I just don't see how he could miss that, right? And people in the comments were like, that knew about air traffic control were like, they were like, you gotta check both. You gotta check in with air traffic control, and you also gotta do your own check too. So it was just like really crazy, like, and then the people on the plane, like imagine you go on the plane, you get to your destination, they're like, okay, now we're landing, and then you land, and then you just get in this major accident on the runway. I just was like, whoa. Anyways, I just, some of these current events, it just takes you for a loop.
Working the weekend like usual. Way out in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they past us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Brother got a panic on my wrist going nuts. Niggas from the city ones okay, so what? Someone with a cop up, I tell you there's us. Man, I got some roads where this shit too lush. It's cool, man. Life's good.
Something's a little off here. Anyways, I just thought that was crazy. Not knowing AC lost. Come here. Yeah, you should. Tower gave it. They did give the clearance, and then they backed out and said, no, stop. How are you gonna tell somebody stop? When and even the guy admitted on the audio at the end, he was like, oh, I messed up. Like he said it. I'm not gonna lie, I was Googling. I was like, did they release the name? Which I'm not gonna bully the guy, but I know people they wouldn't release the guy's name. They released all the victims, well, the pilots who died or whatever. They didn't release the air traffic controller's name. He was under an anonymous, whatever. They said he's anonymous right now, right? But it's just like that one bad mistake, and that's gonna live with him. Anyways, just like I was saying yesterday, we're all kind of like navigating this world. We're crossing paths. Literally, the fire truck is crossing the airplane's path. But I'm just saying, like figuratively, you can try to do everything right, or you can do one little mistake. You do everything right, make one little mistake, and it can like cause something. You know what I mean? Just like the pilots, they're probably doing everything right, and it was just like one little thing, because we're all like crossing paths in this world and moving, right? So it's just interesting, how that all works. You want to hit the gym? Yeah, you put your headphones on. Yeah, I do too. No, I do too. Don't get me wrong, but I do sweat, and so like sometimes my headphones are like all sweaty right here. I'm not gonna lie, like I gotta wipe them down. But I will say, sometimes that's why I said you guys just whenever you hear like some good stuff, drop it, because sometimes I do listen to the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over. I mean, they're good. I think they're always good, like songs. Like again, Boss Man, I'll just put him on. Like I just feel like generally, but I like almost know all his songs, and you're just like, okay. It's like, you like somebody, but you're like, you've listened to their song so many times. You're just like, okay, I can listen to somebody else too. Yeah, I'm failing. Well, you just know when you're failing, right? Like you really just try to, if it's not coming up, just doing that. The thing, I don't even know if you could see me. Was I too far out? I don't know, maybe. But I don't know if you guys saw my toes coming up. It was pulling me. I didn't want it pulling me. So I just slightly tried to anchor my toes better, even though like my heels are anchored. Like when I would come back, my toes were lifting a little bit like that, right? So I was just like, let me dig just my whole foot into the ground, including the toes. And that actually seemed to translate all the way through better. It just makes a difference. You're like, wow. Versus like if you're on your heels, that's one aspect, but then you plant your toes too, then you're really, it's something you have to feel. So I'm gonna do this again. Oh, the shell. Look. I'll never forget. It's not like ingrained in my memory. It's like not like trauma. This one guy, he was like, respectfully, I've been watching your stuff. What do you say? Respectfully, I've been watching your stuff for a while, whatever. But you know, you doing all that, you doing all these exercises. I don't see it growing. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, I felt him too because I felt like I wasn't seeing the progress for the amount of stuff I was doing. That was like a year and a half ago. So, but again, that's just part of the process. If you're not seeing the results, you obviously need to do some tweaking, right? I feel like I was doing the right exercises, but it was like, do I need to eat? Maybe I got to eat even more. Maybe I got to hit it a different way. Maybe I got to learn more about what really is hypertrophy. You know, what stimulates it, whether it's just heavy. Because I was just like, oh, I got to go heavy. That's what it is, heavy, heavy, heavy. No. That's when I really learned, no, you don't have to go heavy per se on everything. You go heavy, but then you do like moderate stuff, high reps, angles, you know, and stuff like that. So then I really started playing around with that stuff. That's what I'm trying to say is, yeah, it's been a long time coming. But no, I feel like I've definitely seen the results. But don't get me wrong, I'm just like, I feel like it's more glutes to grow. Even though like it's not like I'm like obsessed. It's just like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing glutes consistently 3 times a week for like over a year now straight. Part of me feels like I said, I gotta get back to doing like quads more and stuff. All right, let me not do like this weird angle. It's not so weird. It's just like switch it up. It's such a good time to come, like, you know, in the morning. It's like the sun is rising and stuff, you know. It's a good vibe. Hold on, let me get this right. As you go heavier, it's like it's kind of, you gotta get that spot. I'll just do a few more reps. See, it's too close when it hits. Okay. Okay. All right. What we got? So that's probably all I'm gonna do there. Well, I looked it up. Yeah, I thought it was like that too, but it's not exactly the same. The similarities between it that I discovered and what I read about is like you're still pushing your hips back. That's the same, but the load is different, right? That's what I understood it to be. It's like the load is different. You can load up the RDLs more. Obviously, you can go really heavy with RDLs. This is not that though, because you're being pulled backwards between your legs. You're being pulled backwards between your legs with the cables. It's a different, so it's a different, and then you're kind of like more so coming. This is you're stretching, and then you're like you're bringing your hips forward. That's where you're hitting these glutes. Right, so I thought the same thing too, but it's not the exact same from what I read. Like the loading and all of that, right? That's similar. Again, I told you, I don't know how to say all the little scientific whatevers, but yeah, no, I wouldn't replace this with the RDL per se, but it's definitely something to work the glutes. I think I already did it like 3 or 4 times, right? I just think I need to do it a little bit more. You know how you just feel like you got to do like a few more reps? Okay, see, it was hitting.
I can't have my pain no more. This shit gon' make me listen. I ain't playing games no more. I really might go back out. She can't feel the legs no more. I feel fucking back out. I'm so God, I feel fucking back out.
That's good. All right, let's go do the hip thrust. I'm gonna go inside. It's moist out here. That's the only thing. It feels good. It's a little bit moist. I call it moist. It's like humid. Let me grab. Hey. Did I really? Were you counting, Rashida? Thank you so much. I be losing track sometimes. Honestly, I gotta get my ish together. I left my ankle straps. I was talking so much with y'all. I'm gonna blame y'all. I was talking so much. I left my ankle straps on a machine a couple days ago, and somebody was like, you left your stuff. I was like, oh, my bad. But it's all good. And it was kind of weird too, because one of my ankle straps was still on the machine, and one of them was over there with all the other supplies and accessories. I'm like, what happened? I've only been gone for 20 minutes. I feel like somebody was using my stuff. So I was like, let me get my stuff together. What we got? So I'm gonna be right here. Sniff machine. This is like Old Faithful at this point. Like I was so not really scared to try the sniff machine, but it was just out of my, I just never really learned how to do hip thrusts on the Smith machine at one point. But I had seen different girls and stuff using it, and I was like, they would be, I mean, I don't know that they would be using it if it was that bad, right? Like, let me get into it. And like, even since I've been using it, somebody was asking me, oh, you like it? I want to try that too. Like, you know what I mean? Don't mind me just setting this up. Y'all be going, when y'all at the gym, y'all be like doing a whole bunch of setting up and stuff. That's like part of the workout. Who said it? I'm trying to, yeah, basketball court. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a nice place. I don't know where you live. I'm in Houston. This is Alpha Land. It's really, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong. It's really nice. Oh yeah, glad you caught the live again. Athlete Dad. I don't know if you're still on here. I'm just catching up. My bad, y'all. If I miss your comment, just comment again, because I don't ever try to like miss anybody's stuff, unless you're talking ish. I'm not trying to cuss on here for real, but at the end of the day, it's like we're grown, so I guess I can. But unless you're a hater, I gotta figure out what to do with y'all. Like, but it's cool. Like, I've been talking to people. They're like, "Are you going live again?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah." Well, you're gonna get haters, which is fine, because I know this other guy. He goes live and he be getting haters. Like, I mean, you're gonna get haters. Like, they're gonna be there. But it's like, it's just part of the process. I was watching a video just like, I think on Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my stuff all situated. But I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, I think what you find is, I think we all have thoughts. I mean, I can't say one way or the other if you guys always have these positive thoughts or you're not thinking or like side-eyeing someone else in the world, right? But social media has made it so much easier for people to just, quote unquote, speak what's on their mind. So that's where it gets complicated. Because don't get me wrong, I be thinking stuff about people too, but I don't really be saying it, because it's like, what's the benefit of saying it? If you let it come out your mouth, it's like, okay, now you sound like a hater. Now you sound like a troll. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, there's some stuff, it's like, why bother? That's how I look at it. So I can't knock people for having inner thoughts. People are always going to have inner thoughts. But social media, like I said, social media it's just gotten people to the point where they just feel more empowered. It's like, oh, I can say what I want to say, and I can be protected, and nobody's going to come for me. Like, that's the part that gets a little tricky. But yeah, no, I was outside. I know I'm way down here. I'm gonna fix it. I like to be in a cool, dry place. I just learned that from a while ago. I remember like in the summertime when it gets hot here in Houston, I was doing hip thrusts outside and I was like dripping sweat and I was sliding all over the machine or sliding all over the back. And I was like, this is not a good look. And then when I was, just looking stuff up, like I think from what I found is that I perform better. I feel like it was affecting my performance. It's such thing as, for me at least, me being too hot. It gets really hot here. And you see I was outside, the outside part, but when it gets like that, like the 80s and 90s, like 90s degrees, like 90s something degrees and stuff, it's hot to be working out. And doing some strenuous activities. So I just realized, like, hey, when in doubt, just go inside. See, like, there's sweat all over here right now. I mean, this is part of the territory. Just since I was outside, I'm sweaty. Sometimes I'm like, do I even want to come read these comments? No, I'm just joking. They like to fight and fall. And it's fun. Yeah, I love pink. Yeah, good Arsenal equipment. I don't really keep track of like all the different brands or whatever, but I know they got some good stuff. Which exercise? You talking about the cable pull-throughs? I think I got. All right, y'all. Are y'all working out today? Anybody? What y'all doing? Let me know if y'all do like similar exercises or what. I was giving it some thought, like last night, if I want to switch up the program yet. I don't think I'm there yet. I think I still need to like do several more weeks with this. I've done. I mean, I don't me wrong. I'm like well into this. I've been doing this setup for. I mean, I don't remember, but I think it's been like at least 8 weeks or so. Let's see. Something like that. You know, you got to give it a fair shot. You got to give it like 12, maybe 16 weeks. That's what I realized. That's where I feel like I saw the most glute growth. Literally finding the exact program, fine tuning it. I mean, I went through so many iterations with ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I'd be getting mad at it. I'd be like, that doesn't make sense. And I'd be like, are you sure? Are you sure I should be doing this many sets and this many reps? And like, and I just kept saying it. Check it again. Check it again. Check it again. Don't get me wrong. Like you don't want to see my chat. But I just had it design the whole thing. I fed it the stuff I've been doing. Like, okay, I know I'm doing good at hip thrusts. I know that I can really feel my glutes with that. Like that's what something you guys can do. You know what I mean? I mean, if you kind of know stuff, just feed it. Hey, I do hip thrusts this many times a week, you know, or whatever. And then I told it what kind of body type I want to. How do I put it? How I want to look. You know what I mean? And it was like, okay, don't do RDLs because the energy burn is not worth the CNS and the energy levels required for RDLs is not worth the gains or something like I was saying. Like there's so many other ways to grow your glutes than the RDLs. So I thought that was interesting. I need to get the seat. I need to get the back because it's already sliding. You see, I'm trying to like really come down. I see people, they be like right here. And, right. But that's the thing too. They be like doing like a little pulse. But some people really be trying to like do that as the whole thing. You see, I'm coming right before it hits. You can't even see. But you can hear. I'll show you again. My bad, y'all. What was I saying? It'll come back to me. Okay. No, I was going to say something before that. Okay. Hold on, I'm getting this box. What was I gonna say? That's crazy. Like, you know how you forget something, what you're about to say, and then you literally can't remember? So good. So I'm gonna do these. I think I'm good. So, again, this is gonna be another little warm up. I'm not where I want to be. I want to be. This is 3 plates. Last time I did 3 plates and a 35. On my way here, I was like, should I do the 35 or should I do 40 for 12? Oh, I know what I was gonna say. It's not like earth shattering. It was just what it reminded me is like, yeah, you can grow your glutes, but the thing too is like, I just noticed my my glutes have grown. My glutes have grown, but also they sit better. Like, you know what I mean? They sit better. So even if you just want like, you don't want like a big butt, or I mean, I don't know who it's. Everybody's different. I just feel like you could still train your glutes just to have like a nice shape too. You know, don't sleep on the shape. You know, that's the thing too. Like, everybody wants to talk about size and stuff, because even down to like when I was talking to Chad, it was like, I said I want projection, projection and stuff like that. And then it was like, yeah, it's certain ways you hit the glutes, because you can have this big boxy type of glute setup too if you don't watch it. So it's levels to it. I mean, it's just so many different things. So I was like, yeah, the shape's important too. Because some people got the little square shape, but you know what I mean? I just wanted mine to stick. I want mine to stick out more. And like, I'm just letting y'all know. That was just a warm up. I got a 35 right here, right? You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. You don't want to overshoot, you know what I mean? I already did. I've already done the three plates and the 35 before. So, again, that's the theme of the week. No, that's not it. When you're going up and, 5, well, I guess it just depends. Don't get me wrong. It's not everything. When you're going up, though, just these little increments, you're not going to die. You're not going to die. That's how I look at it. I mean, 10 is kind of like, it could go either way. Even those 10 little pounds per side, I'm just saying that like it could be a difference between a few different reps versus you're just not going to be able to lift the whole weight. Like, I don't look at it like that. Hopefully that made sense. Honestly, I was like, okay, I got 3 plates here. I may as well just put another plate rather than 40 versus 45 with a 45 plate, right? But I'll see how it feels. This rep scheme is important. It really, I mean, I'm not here to preach. It's still important. I know you guys are like, just do the stuff, right? Like the rep scheme, it's rep schemes. Look that up. Like, kind of like really get into it if you want to. You gotta sweet spot it. You gotta make sure you put the right weight so you're failing within 8 to 10 or wherever you're trying to fail for that purpose. Oops. And how I understand it, if it's a moderate weight, you're going to be able to squeeze more. You're going to be able to stretch more. You're going to feel it more. But you're going to be able to do more reps with that. Versus heavier weight. I don't really get that many pumps off heavy weights. Because it's that mechanical tension. Anyways, I'm using all these terms, but I think we're good. Okay. This is a lifesaver. AliExpress. I actually was gonna get another one, but I couldn't find it, so I gotta see. Because as I was going heavier and heavier and heavier, it was bruising and everything like that. Like I couldn't take it. I had to get something thick. Twelve. All right. All right. That's cool. How many was that? Was that like 13? I'm looking in the mirror right here. I can see they got another new machine behind me. What? Is that a pendulum? I might have to hit that up. I was doing the pendulum outside. But this one looks a little bit more, the one outside is like, I think that is Arsenal, the pendulum. I think that one seems like a lot more heavy duty. This one that I'm looking through the mirror, it just looks like maybe like a mid-tier. I don't know. I feel the pump coming in. A little pump. I'm not huge on that, but I'm just letting y'all see 3D. I'm just kidding. Like, see what's going on. Okay, y'all. Oh, you think it's a lot? This is not even, it's for me, it's relative though. That's what I always say. Does it look like it's too heavy? I mean, okay, how do I answer that? I mean, I definitely, unless I look at it like when I see other people do a workout, are they doing like a full range of motion? That's one way to know. If they're doing like half reps, whatever, you're like, okay, maybe that's too heavy because they're not even getting like a full range. Or if they're just like moving all over the place, which I don't think I was doing per se. Yeah, sometimes I would move my feet because I felt like the leverages were a little bit off sometimes. Sometimes I move my feet around during the set. But I mean, just because someone's like lifting, like, and it looks like they're really putting in a lot of exertion and force behind it, it doesn't mean it's too heavy. It just means they're putting in work. That's the thing. So maybe, I don't know if that's what it appeared like. Like I was just like, oh, you know. Oh, more muscles. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, anybody can grow their muscles. This is not like something nobody can do. You couldn't see me. Sorry. I'm just reading through these. Hey, I don't know if you're still on here. My sweet dog of mine. I always see your name pop up here. So I'm like getting familiar with people who are being able to catch my live during certain times. So I just figured, how do I see? Like here is a decent angle because technically you can like, I don't know if you can't see my face here. You can see my glutes there, right? This angle. I mean, that's the best I can do. Unless you want like a side view. We could try something like this. Yeah, the pump is pumping right now. You would think I'm gonna go lift like 1,000 pounds. I'm not. It's just, I'm telling you, you mentally to get to 12, to get to anything I'm trying to do, I'm like always thinking I gotta get what I'm trying to get to. It's not like I don't go in like, let me just start the set and not really have my end goal. Right? Because like maybe around like 3 and 4, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm pushing through. Like it's the pacing for me. Once I get to like 8, I feel like, well, it just depends. It's like, what do you feel like at 8? Do you feel like, oh my gosh, this is really burning or what? But I generally feel like if I made it to 8 or 9, I'm like, okay, I could get these next 3. It's a thought process. I don't know what you guys think about when you're lifting per se. I'm thinking about all these different things. Sometimes I'm thinking, okay, did I choose the right weight? Da 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 da. Like, but this feels good for the most part. And then not only that, you're thinking about all these things and you're counting. You guys should be able to see from here. I can't imagine. I mean, you know what I'm doing, so it's not like. Okay, that was messed up. I agree. If you guys were gonna say something, I'm gonna get ahead of you. Yeah, it was messed up because it was hitting. But I mean, it wasn't enough for me to stop. I mean, I counted like 12, right? 11, 12, probably 12. Anyways. It's all good. I mean, typically, that's the only thing. Like, part of me, like, starts to get weird. Like, I'm like, oh, I do this all the time, right? But even still, sometimes I lift off weird. That's the thing. That's the main issue that I have with the Smith machine sometimes. If I lift off weird, if I'm even just a smidge back this way, it wants to keep pulling me. It wants to keep re-racking. That's why you see me when I lift off that first little, really trying to lock. But there's only so much your wrist can do during the set. You really have to be like under it. You can't really be back here. You gotta kind of try to be under it to propel it up. So I'm gonna do this 2 more times. Yeah, after this I got abductions and kickbacks. Nothing crazy. I mean, this is my weight. Like, I mean, I know maybe somebody like viewing might be like, okay, well, if you were having issues, maybe you need to go down. It's not that. It's not the weight. It was just what was going on right here with the, it tries to re-rack. That's the only thing with the Smith machine. It depends on your Smith machine too. Some Smith machines, they don't want to lock as easily. This one wants to lock. Like you could, if you move it just a little bit, it wants to just keep locking back. As like, I guess, what a safety mechanism. Oh, 12. Thanks, Tracy. I know y'all counting for me. Yeah, no, I push my way through. I'm like, I'm gonna get my 12. The only thing I worry about, like, I don't care about it hitting. It is a little bit annoying. But like I said, if I feel like my feet are still in the right depth, like if they're kind of like in the right position and I still feel when I'm coming up, squeezing, then I usually won't stop. When I'm doing like 4 or 5 plates or more, I can't make those little micro corrections during the set. I have to drop, I have to reset. It's just too risky. And it honestly, it's not even that forgiving. If you're off when it's heavy, 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 it's gonna be a bad set, period. This is moderate weight, so I can kind of not really get away. I remember I was doing barbell and I was going heavy with that. I only got like something I did for like 8 or 9 reps. I only got 4 because my lift off was wrong. You know, it gets crazy though, because I know you guys see me doing all this like preparation and breathing before the lift off, but that's just my little thing. I mean, look, everybody's got their stuff. Look at power lifters. I mean, they're lifting way more, but honestly, you see them walk up to the thing and they're just like, you know, they're just like, some of them are like that, but you will see other people have like these little rituals or little things that they do to kind of get them ready to go. I know this one guy here, I'm not trying to talk about him or anything. It's not like I'm talking about him, but he lifts heavy. He lifts heavy on a lot of stuff, but he'll literally stand in front of the machine and he'll just stand there. And then like I've watched him sometimes, I'm just like, yeah, he's been just standing there and he'll go right when he's ready. That could be like a few seconds or a few minutes. He'll just stand there and then he'll go in, get it, and he'll be done. I'm like, respect. So everybody's got their stuff, you know what I mean? Hey Tracy. I look like I show speed. That's funny. How long have I been training? Like 4.5 years, 5. Let's try this again, y'all. See, the reason why, you know why I don't want to go this way. You know why, right? Even though, I mean, somebody's like, I can't see you. You're not gonna really be able to see me too well here. We're gonna go right here. Well, you can't see my glutes from there. I don't know what to tell y'all. So I'm gonna go, let me see, little smidge. I woke up this morning, I was like, I want to take these braids out. I keep wanting to do a different style, but it's just like, this is just the best one for me working out. I mean, it's pretty much, it's time. Like, I mean, this is not laying per se. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not. It's all relative, right? Like, what do you got? Like, what would somebody think? What are they comfortable with? It's not too bad. You know, it gets bad when you can't even see the part. Like, your hair's grown in so much. You can still see my part. Maybe not here. So, but just like, you know how you've had a style in and you're just like, I want to do something more. I want to get my hair done so like my hair feels like fresh. Like I look like everything's fresh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So I really do like this mirror right here. This is a huge mirror. It's kind of funny because there's an upstairs. How do I put it? Let me see. Let me show you. So, can y'all see? So here I am. You know, but I can see myself, right? I can see myself thrusting. But then you see upstairs. So you can see all these people, like when they're on their like little cardio machines. Like, I swear, I've caught eyes with people doing their cardio because they can look down through the mirror and they can see me right here. It's like so weird. And I was talking to somebody yesterday. I was like, when you're on the treadmill, or no, the Stairmaster's up there, you be people watching, don't you? And they were like, yeah, kind of. Because it's like there's really not another view. So you're just upstairs, so you can see the gym floor. So you can kind of see what everybody's doing. Look, this is better than, you see this window right here. So we got this window right here. I used to do my hip thrust right there. And you can only imagine that when you turn around, you're just thrusting to everybody in the gym. Like, hey, everybody. Like, and again, people catching eyes on me and stuff. I'm like, don't look me in my eyes, please. Like, we don't gotta do that. So it's just little funny stories. But what I was saying about the mirror, you know, I can feel it. I can see it too. I can see, like I said, my thing right now, form, cues, and I think full range of motion fits in with maybe form, or maybe it's its own range of motion. This, I can see in the mirror when I'm like, I don't even know if I can show you. So, you know, you come to thrust, but you're like, right? That final range, that final. Did you see what I did? Like that, and I can see that in the mirror. So I'm like, okay, that was a good rep. Well, look, people can look all they want. I appreciate the compliment. Honestly, people, I don't know these people in here per se. Like, how do I put it? I'm not gonna say gym family, because I don't, unless I hang out with people outside of here, which I don't. I can't really call them family. Like, we're not close, but at the same time, I see the same faces and stuff like that. So we're definitely acquainted, we're cordial. Pretty much everybody in here I've seen. If I see a new face, it's like, oh, who's that, or whatever. But generally, what I'm trying to say is everybody who's in here right now has seen me before. You get what I mean? They say they've seen me before, so it's not like I'm like some new fresh meat and you're like looking like who's that over there? You're like, no, no, no. I'm not saying I'm old news, but that's kind of like what I'm trying to say. It's like I've been seeing y'all, y'all been seeing me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'm not gonna lie. Like if when I see newcomers, yeah, they be looking whatever. I mean, people gonna look, but it just depends on what they looking at. What are you looking at? You know, sometimes people look because they like your physique or my physique, whatever, or just all types of reasons, right? So look at your gains instead of your eyes. I mean, would you want to do direct eye contact with somebody and you're thrusting, and you're not only that, you're making faces and all types of stuff. Who? Again, who are you talking about? I've seen, look, everybody in here. I'm not even gonna show you everybody. I've known, well, not, I don't know personally, but I've seen everybody's in here. I'm looking at somebody right now, seeing them, seeing them. Like, I know because they come at the same time every day. I come at the same time every day. You know what I mean? So, how much weight is this? Gym math. You count in plates and like little increments, right? So let's do the math. This is not clean math. Don't get me doing math, man. I know math. I'm just not gonna do math right now. 6 plates times 45. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do it because if I say it wrong, then y'all gonna be like, oh, she can't do basic arithmetic. It gets tricky because we know this is a 30, right? It's a 30. So you count it. I got 345s on that side. 345s, a 35, and then a 5. You tell me. I'm gonna do it one more time. Hey, little ones. Well, that's what I was just kind of saying. I was like, I may as well do 4 plates. I'll do that next week. I mean, today I was like, I can go in there and do it this week, or I could just do it next. Either way, I have to go up regardless. I'm getting to my 12. If anything, I'm getting like 12 and a half. That 13, like I'll go up for the 13th. The 13th will kind of be like a half rep. That's one. Okay. Plus the bar is 30. Plus if you add that again, you know. So, okay. Anyways, do it again. Y'all just hanging out with me. See, that's what I'm saying. It's real chill. I don't see any haters floating through here right now. They gonna come around. Yesterday, I just want to say, which even though I know you guys understand, but it kind of made it like seem like when I got off yesterday, I was already getting off. I told you I was getting off, and that was at the end of my workout. But then this little hater came along, and he was just like going for it and stuff. And then coincidentally, I ended up getting off shortly after. I was like, okay, bye, you guys. But then I got off and I was like, I hope you guys didn't think I got off because of him. Like, no, but because I don't even know if he's in here. He was all like, oh, you need to focus on the positive comments and you're just focusing on negative comments. I'm like, no, I'm not. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. Just rewind. You will literally see all the positive engagement of us going back and forth and sharing things and laughing and joking. And you know what I mean? It's just like, what? But I just felt like how it looked was like I just ran up out of here. No. It's weird, but we're gonna go for it. I'm not changing the angle. Oh, that burn. It's nothing like it's nothing like when you get to like that last few reps and it's burning. So you just keep pressing through to get your reps. It's like, ah. I mean, that's what lifting weights is about. It's uncomfortable. Is it painful? No. But is it uncomfortable? Yes. But think about it. You just gotta make yourself uncomfortable a fraction of your day, a few hours. You could do it in an hour, and you're good for the day. You have the rest of that day to do work, whatever all the stuff you need to do, eat, sleep. It's just a fraction of time. You get it? To put yourself in a little bit of discomfort, to have like, get to your goals and stuff. It's really not that big of a deal. But while you're in it, yeah, let me tell you, when I do heavy hip thrusts, that is like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why am I here? What am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? And then if you've ever done the pendulum squat, like the one out, well, you guys aren't here. The Arsenal one that's outside, that one is rough. You ask anybody here, oh, you doing the pendulum? They'd be like, ooh, oh, respect. Because, oh my gosh, the starting weight is like 150, which, I mean, it doesn't matter what the starting weight is, but that just lets you know how heavy duty the machine is. It could be like 135, maybe 150, but it's right around there. Or between 115, I forgot what it said. It's somewhere around there. But then you do your set. How long does sets last? They last like under a minute or a minute. It just depends. It's discomfort for that very short amount of time. And then, look, I'm just here talking to y'all. Resting, kind of like more like resting. So it's such a fragment of time that you're like uncomfortable. Now we move on. So yeah, those were, like I said, the main things that were actually like kind of like strenuous today. If you caught my Bulgarians, those ones a little bit, and then these. I don't count the cable pull-throughs as like strenuous per se. They're kind of more of, they're not even supposed to be heavy. If you read on it, you're not supposed to load that up like you would have already out. That's why I said it's different, because how you're pulling it is different. Let me correct myself. Already out, yeah, you're kind of pulling, you're more so pulling it up, but you're standing up more so, right? It's a different mechanics. Cable pull-throughs, you're not supposed to pull it with your arms. You're just kind of supposed to stand up. All right, y'all. 3 rack of stuff. I saw a video on Instagram. I mean, when you're first in the gym, I guess it wouldn't come second nature to you. I've never been in a position where this happened to me per se, but have I? Maybe it tipped a little bit. So you know when you have a barbell, and you put like 1 or 2 plates on each side, or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. You know you're supposed to unrack one side at a time. But what I found, like when I'm doing hip thrusts, low to the ground, I can take 2 45s off and then take 2 45s off this side, and it still stays balanced. But typically, if you want to be on the safe side, you got to take 45 off and take another 45 off the other side. But I saw this oh, mind you, I'm on the Smith machine, so it doesn't really matter, but I still watch it just because I don't want to mess the machine up. But I saw like this little thing, the lady, I don't know what's wrong. It's basic. She took off like 3 plates on one side, 2 or 3 plates on one side, and the other side, and then made it empty, and then the other side still had like weight loaded on it, and it fell and it hit this guy in like the neck or the head, and I was just like, what the heck? And she was apologetic, but it's just like, all I'm trying to say is, if you're new in the gym, it's probably not going to come natural to you to understand that you have to balance both sides. Again, we're on the Smith machine, so it's already locked. But that just reminded me of when you're just doing barbell. Oh, thank you, Big Piff. I appreciate that. Chatty, but in shape. I appreciate it. Well, look, you trying to diss? What? Again, I don't know what y'all expect. I'm going live. I mean, okay. I'm not saying this is what I'm gonna do, but let's just think this all the way through. On one token, people have told me since I've been going live, oh, we like that you engage between your sets. Like, that's actually pretty cool. We talk, we chat, whatever, you get back to it. I've had that, right? Other people come in here talking about you talking too much, Okay, talking too much for what? Like, at the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt you. But that's what I want to do. I want to talk to y'all. Like, you know what I mean? So you're not really, I don't know if that clarified it for you, but you know, that's kind of what I got going on right now. Because, you know, you can't make everybody happy. Some people be like, oh, I like your live and stuff. But, you know, we wish that you would like talk to us a little bit, or maybe people would leave stuff in the comments and they feel like they're not heard or seen or engaged with. Engaged with is kind of like a weird term, but just, so again, I rack my weights, I lift my weights, and then I come back and see who commented. Like, hey, what's up? What y'all talking about? Let's talk about it, whatever. Again, you're not gonna please everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you really, like, there's a whole spectrum. You have all these people who are haters and people who are unhappy, miserable, and they want to talk to you about all this stuff. Then you have people over here that are like, no, this is cool. Like, you can't. There's no way. So let me, like I said, other people are like, oh no, tell us this. We want to learn. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Some people are like, you know, can you give advice on this? Can you give advice on that? Which I get, because some people really just genuinely would like tips and stuff like that. So they ask questions. I mean, look, YouTube's pretty big. That's the thing. If people want to go see workouts with no talking, they have that too. It's literally called, like, I've literally seen girls do videos. It'll say like glutes, no talk, or like, I'm telling you, there's like something for everyone. Because some people just want to see somebody working out or follow along. So I mean, the alternative, this is how I look at it. I've already told y'all, I already work out long in itself. Then you put, me going live and me chatting with y'all. Let's say I went to the gym, did my workout, and then came home and sat down at my little desk and then went live and we talked there. It's still the same amount of time. Are you following? If I spend 3 hours between working out, chatting with y'all at the gym versus 2 hours working out by myself and then coming home, it's the same thing. But people just don't think that far. Like, they just say stuff like, okay, what we got? I got table kickbacks. What was I gonna say? I was watching this one guy I watch, he goes live. People really be coming for him, and I be feeling bad because sometimes he engages with it. Sometimes he claps back. Sometimes just whatever, or he ignores it. But then sometimes he blocks them, and I'm like, do what you gotta do. Like, I've seen this one guy. When people are just like badgering him and just like attacking him so much, he'll just log off. Like, he's just like, I'm not going to be on here with y'all haters. Like for real. Like, I'm like, protect your energy. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, people, because it gets to be a lot and you're just like, why would I be on here and people just like attacking me? You know what I mean? It's only so much people can take. And I'm not even saying like emotionally, but it's just like the principle. Why am I going to be not me. Why would I be sitting on here or anyone and people just in the comments talking like, like, no. But you will, it seems like I don't know if it comes in waves or what. All right, I'm putting my little straps on. That's why I'm sitting here. Before somebody's like, oh, why are you sitting there? Like, you can't win. You just can't win. Let me see. What y'all got going on? Oh, I appreciate. Oh, no. I appreciate. That's what I said. I think I do appreciate you. Like, I just want to take that opportunity to kind of clarify, because I do hear it, right? People are like, oh, you chatting, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, Thanks, Lou. Okay, Willie, let me get back. See, like, now I'm catching up. That's what I was saying yesterday. When I was drinking a gallon of water every day, like, I just had to pee so much, and I just felt like it was a little bit hindering on my quality of life. I'll just tell you that. Like, I literally had to run around, like, finding a bathroom at all times, and I was just like, I'm not saying I was never gonna make it, but I just like so close. I was just like, who wants to run to the bathroom all the time? I did some reading though. I don't think I think it's okay to drink a gallon, but from what I was reading, we don't have to drink a gallon every day. It's like, actually, don't get me wrong. At one point, I just saw this girl on YouTube. She was like, yeah, I'm doing this one gallon a day challenge. And I was like, okay, I'll do that too. Like, I didn't really think too much of it. So I was like, okay, I like the benefits. Don't get me wrong. I felt more hydrated. I kind of felt like it helped with energy. But no, to answer your question, this is the same one from yesterday. I know that sounds crazy. Because no, when I get home, I'll like maybe like fill up a cup. I won't drink from necessarily that same container throughout the day, but it is portable. All right, y'all. I'm trying to find my straps. Here we go. But yeah, thank you so much, Big Piff. I appreciate it. You're so generous. Let me go ahead and like that. Well, okay, Javier. That's interesting because maybe you can educate me on that because I just felt like I was like, oh, if you stick with it, maybe because the body feels like it's a lot, but then the body can start to adapt to the gallon, and so maybe it's not going to want to release that as frequently. It knows how to. I don't want to say stretch your bladder because that's probably not a good thing, but that's what I thought. But don't get me wrong, having so you think drinking this whole thing throughout the day, how many times would somebody go to the bath? What do you think is normal? Because when I was drinking a gallon, it was probably like, I mean, we're just talking. It's not TMI. This is natural. Mm, I feel like maybe 6 or 7 times a day. Don't you think that's a lot, right? Morning. Okay, let's keep moving. It feels good outside. Definitely, the weather is nice. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't feel like being real sticky and humid. So it just depends. I think it was good for my Bulgarians because the wind was blowing, but I don't know, for whatever reason, like after that, I started feeling like humid and sticky. I'm just looking for a cable machine. Let me see. The reason I'm hesitating is because I prefer the cable machine over here. Let me go over here. Okay, let me catch up. What y'all doing? Everybody's different. A big person can perhaps drink a gallon, but for the average person, a gallon is a lot. If you're peeing all the time, the body is killing. Okay. I just thought it would be I thought it was just like relative to like just how much fluid the body is processing. You can finish a whole gallon in an hour. Are you serious? Wow. That's a lot. Well, I know you have to pee a lot by doing that. A whole gallon. That's literally like a whole gallon in what, like 2 hour time frame? Let's see. I don't know too much about hyperhidrosis, so I mean, you don't have to educate me if you don't want to share or whatever. But like, is it just that you have to stay like you feel more thirsty with that? I've heard it before. I feel like I'm just not remembering what the effects of that are. So this one, again, I don't really take these ones too seriously. I just make sure that I'm getting a good contraction, and it's just hit. See, that's weird, right? These things stick. Let's see. See, as long as it's hitting right on the glute right there, I'm not really worried about anything else. Because think about it, and that's how like you also kind of understand when you've been working out how things are really complementing each other. You saw I did the Bulgarians, jumped off there, did the cable pull-throughs, right? I didn't have to jump into something super strenuous, super heavy or anything like that. So that, I look at it like that kind of complements that from a different angle. This is kind of complementing the hip thrust I did over there with just like a little bit more squeeze action. I know you can't see me, but thank you. No, you're fine. You know, just get some more squeezing stuff back here. That's important too. Like you really can kind of tell, like it's all just like chipping away. You're getting them more squeezes. You know what I mean? Let me see. I'm just catching up. I feel it's such a weird end when I'm bending down, but morning Hawaii. Okay, it's so cool to see like where you guys are checking in from. Yes, but if you're peeing it out constantly, it's just going through you. Right, like is it even getting processed? Because it's just coming out clear. Like I totally get it. I mean, it's doing something because like it has to be. But at the same time, I feel like, yeah, like your kidneys and stuff like that, they can only work but so fast, right, to do what it needs to do. Don't no, look, we're not gonna give them any energy. They're gonna keep coming in waves and stuff, and we're just not gonna pay them any mind. Like I see it too. It's like part of me is like, you know, educate, but then you're just like, no, you waste time. It's like you waste your breath. Like because the people, by the time you already sit there and like educate the person, they're probably already scrolled off or something or whatever, possibly. It's just like whatever. So we're not gonna worry about these people. Oh, thank you, Tracy. You like the pink shorts? You know, these kind of look like purple, like a little bit like it's like kind of like pink and purple, which I think is kind of cool. Pickles and pickle juice. Okay, I like pickles. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, it reminds me. If you guys were on here earlier, you'll see that I was showing you guys they had gotten some new equipment. So they have a new abduction machine outside. I think it might be a good opportunity to try it. It's the same brand though as the one in here, so it's like I don't think I'm gonna see anything that I've never seen before. But you just never know. Like when stuff's brand new, well, who knows if it's brand new? It could have just been used, but it looks new. But what I'm trying to say is the same prime version of the abduction here. Sometimes you bring it in and it doesn't like it doesn't lock. You have to keep moving it. So that's how you know like it's just worn. Go this way. Let's go 40. Next time I'm gonna try 50. I think I'm gonna go up. I've been going up slow on these. let me I'm gonna dress. It's only because we're just having a conversation. It's interesting to me when people say someone's built like a man. Like think about it. Like women and men are built differently genetically, you know? So you can't really like be built like a man, right? It doesn't make sense, right? People just say stuff. So because they're associating muscles with a man. So it doesn't mean you're built like a man. It's their thought process of what that's built like, right? I'm still built like a woman, right? If you look at my body, I mean, look at me. I'm just saying, if you saw me from behind, you'd be like, that looks like you wouldn't. You can't even say you would. You wouldn't. You couldn't, right? That's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't. But for whatever reason, people use that and they're like, yeah, you're built like a man. Like you're just like, how so? Like let's break that down real quick. So, you know, let me get my water. Muscle mommy. Yeah, that's an interesting term. Thanks, my man. Let me get some water. Hey. All right, y'all. Again, cable kickbacks, not that interesting. They're boring to me too. So here we are. Honestly, when I rewrite my program, I probably won't put these in. I've tried to get away from these so many times. But there's also just, from my understanding, there's nothing really better than just the cable setup and just being able to like this type of range of motion for that squeeze. So it's kind of like, hold on. See, something's not right. I tried the 50, but then, I'm starting to feel it in my hamstring. I really do need I probably do need a step. I just didn't grab it today. All right. I'm gonna see the other side. So let me know, y'all. I'll probably get off of here after this. Unless y'all want to stick around for me to try that abduction machine. It's not gonna be earth shattering. Like that's the only thing I got left, and then I'll just go into my cardio. Oh, you know I messed up here because I started out with the 50 and dropped to the 40 on the other side. So, but when I went to this side, I just kept it at 40. So I'm gonna just go to the 50 real quick. All right. Oh, you back? Hey, Big Red. You still on here? Big Pick. Okay. I mean, you call me what you want. Call me what you want. Whatever. Nah, it's cool. Like, you get it. I wasn't talking about you. Like, we're good. Everybody's good over here. Like, you know, it's a little. It gets me through my workout too. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are helping me. Maybe I'm helping y'all in some way. You know, because don't get me wrong. When you're in the gym, you just like this is what I'm doing if I'm not on live. I'm literally just trying to find a new song to play on my on YouTube or whatever. I'm just listening to the same like 10 songs over and over. You know what I mean? So, you know, you guys are keeping me company. So I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you just found me on here or whatever, but I've been going live. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. I've been doing this for like 2-3 weeks now. So I'm gonna keep coming on here. You know what I mean? Some of y'all keep coming back, which I appreciate. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But I mean, don't get me wrong, like I was just trying like different stuff. I was like, what else do I want to do with my channel and stuff like that? So, but long story short, I be at the gym. So it's just like, why not record that? Why not just have you guys come along? This is something that I do that I feel like could be interesting to people. You know what I mean? So it's just like, let me just do that. But anyways, I'm about to go back outside. So let me know if you guys, who all in here? Let's see. Got like 20 of y'all in here. Just like rap, hip hop. Sometimes I'll listen to slow jams. I mean, I know it sounds counterintuitive. It's something about like, it just feels vibey. You know, the slow jam type stuff is like, and you're in a mood, you're in a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do the slow jam sometimes. But like I said, right now, heavy rotation. Boss Mandilo, Young Nudie. And like I've seen some of these other artists like I can't even remember his name. Something C. What is his name? It'll come back to me. You guys know. Infamous. Have you guys heard of Infamous? ENPHAMUS. No. ENPH. Yeah. Some of these guys like they're not really mainstream. But I'm not saying I found all these like underdogs, but YouTube will suggest different people. So anyways, what we got? You love it here. Hey Lou. All right, I'm gonna go outside. Y'all come and go as you please, really. Like I'll stay on here for a little bit longer, whatever. I just feel like when it starts, not really when it starts getting boring, but honestly speaking, abductions they're not like the most exciting thing to watch. Well, I guess it's whatever you're into. You know what I mean? Some people might like that. All right. Yeah, let me see what this new machine's like. It's loud. I can already hear it. What are you listening to? Or what do y'all listen to typically when you work out? Yeah, it's big. It's a big gym. Oh, right here. You see this whole little lineup right here. Hey, morning. So this is what I'm talking about. This is like the one inside. It's just black. So I don't know. I don't know if it's new. Like brand new, brand new. But if you which I keep up with him, Christian Guzman, he's the owner. And he shares stuff on his page. Like he shares stuff. Like he already told everybody on his page. He was like, I'm getting these new prime machines. That was like several weeks ago. So he keeps people updated. That's what I really hold on. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that locks. You see that just locked? I'll put it down. The other one, you gotta play with it right in here. You gotta like play with it. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, he's always sharing stuff. Like, you know, he vlogs, but he'll share stuff about the gym. And I forgot exactly what he said about how he got these, but so he has connections with somebody, and they were like, "Oh, we about to send you some new machines." So he was like, "Everybody, look out for these new things or whatever." The only thing that, you know, don't get me wrong, like I think that if I was a gym owner, I'd be a little bit aware of, which I'm sure he is. If you take a look around, pretty much all the machines are white. So, I mean, it's whatever you're into. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I know that's a thing for gym owners. When I watch other like gym, you guys can't even see me. My bad. There we go. So what I was saying was, I look at that stuff. I'm telling you, go check out George Roman. He's got a good channel. He talks about his gym. Christian Guzman, he owns this gym. He actually talks about the gym and the business, like kind of like the business kind of stuff. I mean, not like too in depth. But I mean, you know, other like gym owners like to match their equipment. That's what I'm getting at. All right, y'all. It's like I said, it's nothing crazy. You guys are funny. No, I'm about to go. Opponent soundtrack. You listen to nothing? Metal. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. After this, I'm gonna just do cardio and that's it. So I'll be on here tomorrow. So if you guys are into some upper body stuff, I'll be doing that. Anybody else want to chat or say anything? Cause I'm gonna go. You're broke. You good? Okay. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Okay. Bye.